Hi, this is a fight, tussle between Atmakaraka and Ascendant Lord. In a very rare case, I have seen Atmakaraka and Ascendant Lord is same and it is sitting in its own house. But that's very rare. Most of the time we have different Atmakaraka and different Ascendant Lord. And sometimes the Atmakaraka and Ascendant Lord are just antagonistic. Like Atmakaraka is Saturn, Ascendant Lord is Sun. Atmakaraka is Sun, Ascendant Lord in Saturn. Two friends to each other, two people who are friends to each other. Whatever. Atmakaraka is Saturn means when Atmakaraka and Ascendant Lord are antagonistic to each other, like this, Atmakaraka Saturn, Ascendant Lord Sun, or Atmakaraka Sun, Ascendant Lord Saturn, then it is very difficult for you to cope up. Atmakaraka gives you a different desire and Ascendant Lord gives you a different desire. Most of the time it is I have seen that Atmakaraka is stronger than Ascendant Lord, and it gives you some easiness to calculate in a horoscope when the birth time is not 100% correct. Even if the birth time is 100% correct, even if the person is saying that the birth time is 100% correct, even then you can calculate both Atmakaraka and Ascendant Lord and see the horoscope through both of them, and in most of the cases you will see that Atmakaraka is working better, stronger than the Ascendant Lord. If Ascendant Lord is Sun, the person has a desire to have fame, but Atmakaraka is Saturn, person has to work very hard and naturally the person is not going to get fame. Person is going to have a lot of hard work to get a little bit of fame. Okay. Atmakaraka can be Venus and Ascendant Lord can be Saturn. Ascendant Lord can be Mercury. So Saturn, Venus, Mercury, they are friendly to each other. Okay. They belong to the same group. So when Saturn is Ascendant Lord, these people, they don't have very flashy nature or to show off most of the time, because only Ascendant Lord does not define everything. And Atmakaraka is Venus. The person is very hardworking and very loving. The person is very hardworking in love relationship. The person when love you might not be your spouse, but person when love you a lot, it can be any relationship. They work very hard when they love you. So this is and it is very comfortable because they are very constructive in love, you can say. Hardworking and constructive in love. Atmakaraka, Venus, Ascendant Lord, Saturn. Something like this combination. But when your Atmakaraka is Sun, you will get fame. But your Ascendant Lord is Saturn, you must be having a deep desire to work in some good office, depending on the house Saturn is sitting and depending on the nakshatra Saturn is sitting. But your Atmakaraka is Saturn, means you are made to work and you love to work. But there might be situations which are not allowing you to work. It can be your health condition, it can be your family situation, and you are very unhappy inside because you cannot work, because you are unable to go to office, because you have to leave your profession due to your some deficiency in health or some trouble with in-laws or whatever trouble with your family or whatever. But you cannot have any job. But as an Atmakaraka is Sun, you get fame. You get a lot of fame. Then Atmakaraka, if another example of atmakaraka and ascendant lord antagonistic to each other. Atmakaraka is Mars. If ascendant lord is Sun, atmakaraka is Mars, they are friendly to each other. Like ascendant lord is Sun, you hope for fame, and atmakaraka is Mars, then you have to fight for justice of others. You can save animals from injustice, you can save poor people from injustice, you can save women from injustice, you can save doctors from injustice, you can save any people or any animal from injustice. Depends on where your Mars is sitting, in which house, in which sign, in which nakshatra, even in which pada and all these things. But because your D9 and D60 and everything depends on which pada it is sitting. So here atmakaraka and ascendant lord is having a link. So you will get fame if you work on that particular field. But when like ascendant co-lord is Ketu and atmakaraka is sitting with Rahu. Ascendant co-lord is Ketu means Scorpio ascendant, and atmakaraka is sitting with ascendant co-lord is Ketu is Scorpio. You have high inclination towards spirituality because of the heavy burden of pain and responsibility you get. That's why you have an inclination towards spirituality, because when you are watching people of your age group enjoying their life, they have a safe childhood, they have a normal childhood, and they are growing up normally, they get married normally, and you see your life is very difficult. Either you are very sick from childhood, or your relationship in between your parents are very bad, or your parents relationship in between your parents are good, but parents are negligent about you. So it can be of different kind, like the parents does not have attachment to you, or they got divorced and you grew up with your grandparents kind of thing. That is ascendant lord. Ascendant co-lord is Ketu, ascendant lord is Mars. So there is a struggle, ascendant lord Mars, that's why it's a lot of struggle. And ascendant co-lord Ketu means it brings you towards spirituality, because you have to believe in God and some superpower who will save you from this trouble. Because all human being around, because a child depends on parents maximum. You might see the parents might be very good relationship with each other. Parents might be very loving to you, but parents might be very poor. They are loving towards you, they are loving towards each other, but they are unable to provide you things. So there are different kind of things, okay, different kind of situations. So here ascendant lord is Mars, ascendant co-lord is Ketu, which is bringing you towards an astrologer, towards a healer, towards spirituality, towards meditation, and all these kind of things. But your atmakaraka might be Mars and Saturn is antagonistic. If your atmakaraka is Saturn sitting with Rahu, so since your childhood, there are things very much lacking in your life, which every other person you see getting those things available throughout their whole life, but you are lacking all those things. Your life is very painful. So, and when your ascendant atmakaraka is Saturn, which is another kind of struggle. Mars gives you struggle. Ascendant Lord Mars gives you struggle, but Ascendant Lord Mars gives you power to win over the struggle also. Okay, but if your atmakaraka is Saturn sitting with Rahu, whatever you do will not be successful. You will work very hard, but you will not get success. You will see people who are working half than you or 1/4 than you and getting promoted, getting good salaries, and you are working so hard and you are not getting good salary or promotion. Every good thing is denied from you, so it becomes very difficult because Mars and Saturn both gives you too much of hard work, too much of struggle. Mars is very good in growing up. Mars is very good to give success if you are very hardworking. And Saturn, it's very slow. It will give you success, but very slow, very late. And if Saturn is sitting with Rahu and your ascendant lord is Mars, co-lord is Ketu, your life is very, very difficult because it will give you success, but Mars needs it. Always Mars will deserve a quick success. Like, I'm working very hard, so I should get success because that is the nature of Mars. And what is Saturn? It will surely 100% give you success when all your friends which were very happy in their childhood, which are very successful in their middle age, all of them almost retiring, and you are growing in your career. If your Saturn is your atmakaraka. But if Saturn is atmakaraka with Rahu, you are getting success even more and more late. Saturn atmakaraka will give you success in a particular field after 35. Saturn plus Rahu, that is in your atmakaraka, is Saturn with Rahu. It will give you success after 45, 50. So keep patience. Your birth chart, the time when you were born, your mother has given you birth, that particular time is very significant, and it is correlated with all your past birth. And in this birth also, God has some particular worth given to you. So everybody's life is not same. There might be many who has done nothing, who are not good in studies, who has got every facility in childhood, and they got married also very well. Father was also highly earning, husband is also earning good, and mother was very hardworking, and mother-in-law is also very hardworking. They did nothing, but they got only relaxing lifestyle throughout their life. Neither they earned a penny, nor they did any household. They did nothing, but they had a very peaceful life. At the same time, you will watch that as a child also you worked very hard. Might be, I just told you, might be possible that your parents were, either of your parents died. Parents had bad relationship. Parents didn't pay attention to you. Or they had good relationship, they loved you, both of them are alive, but they are very poor. So there are different kind of situation for ascendant Scorpio, different kind of difficulty for an ascendant Scorpio. So they have seen different kind of difficulties during their growing up age. And when your atmakaraka is Saturn with Rahu, it is very difficult, because I have gone through one horoscope recently, and that girl was really in tears. Why my life is so difficult? I just told her, don't lose hope. One day when your friends are retiring, you have crossed your 50 and your friends also crossed their 50, you will start getting recognition, love, success and all these things. Don't get disheartened, because this is only written in your destiny. So never get disheartened. There are people who will get success at very early age, but at late age they might have troubles. And there are people who will get success at very late age, early age they might have trouble. Bye. Have a nice time. Never lose hope.